in a history and has been here for over 100 years. And I believe Christina, when she founded the church, when Mudima Tosa Kereke, it wasn't a mere fact that she had to live or to lead a religious sector, but it was to ensure a way of life for repele katsila 18.
We have a good history to tell as St. John Apostolic Faith Mission. We have a good legacy to preserve. But the question that comes into mind is, how has it been preserved? And depending on who you speak to, the answer will be different.
I, for one, feel Memangu is not celebrated enough, not because ke founder, which is another thing. St. John's people have serious debates that St. John's, meaning Memangu is being overlooked. I'm not sure why she's being overlooked. I feel maybe she's being overlooked because she's a woman. I feel women in our church are not celebrated enough. Women in our church are not empowered enough. Women in our church are not recognized enough.
For me, the biggest way to preserve this history is to have books that are written about St. John, that are preserved in a museum. Also, actually, to also have a museum in St. John that speaks our rich history. At the moment, we have nothing.
So I got a little bit chapele, dinale Bible study car ho jone, mo ha go jone tseo. Go gata le history ya rona, go gata le alisa go legacy ya rona. Re rutele bana ba santsane ba le mo aging tse dinyane. Melao ya kereke, di makwalo a kereke, di pina tsa kereke ya rona. A kereke yone generation e tlang ya rona. So ha re investa mo go bone, it means legacy ya kereke ya rona e tlo dula e samana.
Ha se Memangu fela le man. Messi Pati Masango le yana, in fact yana, she's the one that transformed the face of St. John as we see it. Kana ko tsa hae mme ona le involved ko di initiative tsa poverty a kenya bana sekolong from poroto ya hae cheleteng a empower bo mme.
We need to have empowerment.
How we can live up to the legacy ya bona, re make sure legacy ya bona e tswela pele, ke hore we need to practice what they kept on preaching. Asina thando, asina xolo, asina visisano, asithandani nje ku ntho tse ngata tse tsalang kerekeng. It's not what they taught us.
We have a rich history, we have a beautiful history, but no one is telling it right, or no one is taking that mantle and saying, I'm going to tell it, because you find that the family wants to own it, other people that have interactions now want to own it, the circuit, people that are in circuits, the circuit leaders want to own it. So who owns this history and who has the right to tell it is where we should start.
Taba ya hore rona youth re tsang hore re kgone re uplift kereke ya rona.
We need to have empowerment.
As batjha ba St. John, ko re bona hore re kereke ya rona a ke ra e rata ke ya rona re dira fane yang.
Our role as young adults ko kerekeng is to learn more ka tshebetso ya rona, because if we don't learn from bagolo ba bona wa tshebetso tsa mayang, then the next generation that needs to learn from us won't know anything about tshebetso.
All my son is going to get is my story, Memangu, that I heard from my mother, that she heard from her circuit leaders.
As the youth, we need to know how to conduct ourselves at church in terms of the behavior and according to our different categories. Like, for example, Muruti needs to know what Muruti does, Murutana, Mulifi, etc.
Oh, and I also think we need to collect information about the origins, the laws, the protocols that we need to follow as a church with regards to Budi uniform, Budi service, etc. in a sense of opening a platform where we can learn and have access to the information.
The empowerment, it creates the inspiration, and we need to aspire people enkonzweni yethu. When I speak of this, we have people that have a low self-esteem. So by empowering abantu abanjalo enkonzweni, they are able to ensure that they stand and ensure that their voices are heard. They are able to better a future yenkonzo. Another role that I feel young adults in Konzo should bring is understanding or bringing forth society issues enkonzweni. I believe that we don't just interact with fellowship we also need to understand the backgrounds. We also need to understand about families ezinjani. We don't even know whether omnye wethu is being sexually abused, omnye wethu is being physically abused, omnye wethu in fact ulale ngatyanga. So we need to bring into ezinjalo so that we can support each other.
But the problem is we don't know how to bring up these children.
So you have a role to play. But the question is, do the powers that be, do they have the inclination, or do they have the drive to involve the young guys? And that's where it's at.
Growing nails, cosmetics, for now, it's a definite yes. It's unquestionable. I took you rebootsiwe. I took you rebootsiwe. I told you little mampokis. I told
No, definitely no. No cosmetics should be allowed.
We ladies, especially ladies, we prefer having our nails on like all the time. So having my manicure on, I know I cannot go to the band. I can't go to church because of Manala. I can't go. So I prefer staying at home because of what Manala.
Ha motho a apeswa o fiwa melao.
Dinala di khoreletse sepe ha di stepe sepe di tuletse fela mo. Again, we have different professions. Babang, they are the faces of the company, which means badule bale up to date at all times. I'm not saying without dinala how up to date mara rebasha. Even the Bible ipaka ditaba tse go etsa tsa bosha ka nako ya bosha.
Yes, biblically you are allowed to ikhabisa, but to such an extent. And according to kereke ya rona e fana ka something else, because if ever re batla go change the rules tse di leng teng di beile gore makeup of a and then what's the difference between motho a itshasitseng Vaseline kapa a itshasitseng Pond's le motho o tshasitseng bo foundation? Ba bang, not gore I'm being offensive or what, ba bang ha ba tsebe le go tshasa.
Batho ba re buang ka bona ba di makeup ke batjha. You're not gonna take it away from them. Ke batjha ene botjha ba tshisa.
Ladies, you're beautiful with your makeup, you're beautiful with your nails, but there's also a limit to certain things.
Please, Buffett, the blush, gold nose, so needs a big no. Imagine fellow apaka se blue and white. Ya ho go nice with the cheating where I need to ka gold nose le the blush. So it needs a big no.
To enhance beauty. Ay, not one is your
minimum makeup, not kakhulu, and choose your colors wisely. We need to be natural, so we need to choose natural colors, neutral colors. Ezongena nesambatho sethu nenkonzo yethu. For example, they have professions. Monday to Friday, are presentable. The only way you are presentable is to put fake nails. So I believe that it's a bit harsh for Rumtu nails every Friday or every Saturday because of Konzo. So we do need to allow such, but a problem again. Takufik is pie. That becomes a problem.
Baba manala ba re hlaba ba sere ke di pie. And then ba makeup ba re tloja ka tsona makeup tsa bona ebile makeup a o khahlisa ka seaparo wa khahlisa ka diaparo tse dintse your private clothes of nichepo maraka seaparo.
I once did a survey ke botsa most of the youth banana ke re ba neng se sa ba tlotla kerekeng ba re ai a usara ai wa bona taba betse sa le go rona ba sebetsang in the cosmetic industry, ba sebetsang ko di airlining, re di cabin attendants and stuff like that. Manala rona tamela dula ali up to date. We can't afford to wetse manala wa etse on Monday, wetse manala be matla then Saturday tamelo wa ntshape manala out because Sunday o tamelo kerekeng manala taba pele a tura. So ke mathata. So that's the reason why re sa because ba bile ba re shebile manala.
Even if we go to the word of God, The only time when the specifics, or should I say the description of face painting and all those things, it was when they described the harlot. You know what? But describe should I say a prostitute or somebody all over, they have to manipulate to entice, looking good.
Yes, biblically, you are allowed to ikhabisa, but to such an extent.
Makeup di hapan, khona le heavy makeup, khona light makeup. Tsatsa makeup o light, ke o ya kerekeng. A go tlhoke go go disco, a go tlhoke makeup o heavy. Makeup o light hela o re picking how flickish modimo ka go modimo wa go tlhaga go slow. Wa go tlhaga go into cinema tunes.
Mar go dipotsong tseo ba mputse ka makeup ba mputse ka manala ha ba mpotsa ka skuki se le hlola le skenya motho le motho a kentse tunku le ice cream cone ke yemo e Clement ngeke ungena njalo ngale ice cream cone yakho into engaka nje lapha ekhanda u kentse tuku kapa u kentse ekadiba ya ba rwetsana ntwe ka Clement ba ujikisa ba re yami sisi ando qhaqa lento le asazi ukuthi kuyini lento lele khanda sicela uyiqhaqa nje very fast before sixabana hayi it's snacks.
Let's rather refer back to the rules and regulations of conduct.
Some of the richest people in the world are not academics.
To find out on the school sitting, it's not functioning. It's
Generation e ntšha
batho ba ile gore bana ba sa tla kereke